Hey guys, welcome back to another round of Cyborg Gaming. I am here in Oblivion Remastered, taking on the Shivering Isles quest, and we just got handed a quest by basically the king here over at the palace in Bliss. So for now, we have a quest called A Better Mousetrap, which we basically are going to go kind of dungeon crawling. Ooh, do I need to talk to Haskell really quick? I always tend to forget that. But basically, yeah, we're not going to have too much to do other than just go off to the cave.
The shiver. Yes, hides. Yeah, to react each.
So let's just go max out that dialogue. And now, there we go. I obviously was not really paying attention to my map marker. I was ready just to get going. Alright, where are we at? Ooh. Taking me in circles here a little bit. Okay, there we go. So let's start heading out. The cave is actually decently big. It's going to take us a minute to kind of get through everything. It's going to take us a minute just to get over there, as we really don't have many locations in this Shivering Isles opened up just yet. So you can see all the way down here. Ooh, let's go to the Hill of Suicides and let's work our way down. So usually I tend to just kind of clip it to the point where we're down there, but with this being an entirely new location for most people, let's just kind of keep going. So we got about 600 feet. So I'm at the Hill of Suicides here. You can see there's just a bunch of like dead bodies and ghosts, and if you come up to them, the restless soul you cannot speak with. So let's go hop right here into the water and let's get moving. And then I mentioned in my previous video, there's a lot of new enemies, there's a lot of new things just kind of taking on in this world. It's pretty much a completely different world than Cyrodiil. And speaking of which, we have a new enemy right here, basically like an Ent from Lord of the Rings. So you can get yourself an Amber. I don't think I really need the bark, but the Amber, those are really good to grab. That is going to build us our new armor set that, personally, I absolutely love. So let's get in here. Let's just run right through these guys. Those guys I have no care for. But honestly, I might even just go farm some amber as we go through the Shivering Isle. So not too much further. As I've mentioned also in my last video, it might be a good idea just to go grab some locations, as the fast traveling is very limited for us right now, as we just don't have any locations here in this world. And then you can see these guys, they have kind of a basic armor set. Or I guess it's not even an armor set, basic like weapon. But it is new as far as I know, the cleaver. It's not going to sell for much, you're not going to get too much from it. And personally, I would not use it. I am personally using the Umbra, which is going through the Daedra quests in the main area of Cyrodiil, which highly recommend you do. Those are some of the best quests that you can find in the game. So you can even come over here. Successfully got some larvae, and it looks like we're getting pretty close to this next location. Perfect. Okay, only another about 50 feet, and we are in here. So, woo. Let me just jump right across here. Come right up top here, and we'll just take him out. Do need to get myself a shield. Just get that matrix. We'll do that later. And you can even see this little shield. I am not going to use that either. At this point, I probably need to go back and just get my Daedra shield or Ebony shield. I like that better. I've now entered. I should now begin looking for the focus crystals that link the Resonator of Judgment. So if you come over here, this is basically what your little activate button or switches look like right now. And we got some enemies right off the bat. Again, nothing too special with these guys. You should be able to take them out rather easily. So you can see here, we got a metal gate we need to activate. And I'll stop looting literally everything I see, but I am going to go to these urns. So hit that push button and come right through. Grab another urn and come right through. So you can get yourself, yeah, it's just a basic bow on that one, actually. Got a death dealer with a nice little staff. I am going to grab that one. So I've discovered the first of 3 focus crystals. It was affixed at the top of the staff. I don't think I missed any of them, but let's come over here. And we're going to continue searching. So, like it kind of mentioned, it's just 1 of 3, so we have a couple more to go. So let's see what is going on in here. Go. Take you out. And that's pretty fast work. I also do find these dungeons to be pretty cool. They're kind of similar to what in Skyrim with like... Ooh. There we go. The like dwarven areas. Alright, let's take you out. And it looks like... Yep, there we go. Perfect. So let's grab that. And I don't need those eggs. And we can come right over here. And that is number 2. Come on, Mr. Death Dealer. Why are you being so difficult? Okay, there we go. Let's take you out. So when they have decent shields where like actually blocking me is, you know, I don't give much damage. You can see I'm silenced. I don't have much magicka. Okay, that's the issue. Come on, load. There we go. Alright. Man. I am surprised. Sometimes, yeah, I'm not like giving much damage to these guys. There we go. Get that blade up to 99 already. Alright, so it's come down this pathway. You can see it curves off to the left. And then you can tell where we are right now. We just need to take out one of these guys. Looks like he's kind of hiding off in the back. But yes, as soon as you see these, like, I think it's called the Nexus, you know you're in the right area. So we have a little bit more to go through, though. But yeah, as I mentioned, this place is pretty big, but I hope you aren't having too much of an issue finding your way through. It should be a pretty linear path from what I personally think and seen. The looting isn't quite as good as some of the other stuff, like in like the Fighters Guild. Some of those caves can have some pretty nice stuff. This one is a bit limited down to these like grummites and what they have to offer. Go though. Now let's come over here. You can see that you can actually activate this Resonator of Judgment. So just back up there just a little bit. That's pretty cool. And then we can hit this. So at least they also make it so that you can get in and out pretty quickly.
Gorath has sent someone to assist me. But where are my manners? Must get into my professional tone. Welcome to Xedilian. I'm the dungeon caretaker. A wonder of engineering, Xedilian is the ultimate test of metal for the... What they don't know is that they're being drawn to their doom. Ever since, after only if they mistook the focus crystal, this rendered the resonator inert and... Yes, I tend to ramble. Xedilian. The only thing we can do is let the adventurers complete a cycle. I assume she had... I will be... I see it all. Well, those...
So I'm just going to max out all that dialogue.
The resident shared quite... What else? So if they, it's really eat one, the other, of course. As this first at the touch or the halluc don't work. So good to be back in business.
Alright, so let's get through here.
Just get out of here alive.
So you can see an orc, an archer, a mage, and an ent.
It's supposed to scare us. Ah!
Oh, this can't be right. I got a bad feeling about this place.
Curious. This one is smaller than the others we've encountered.
Oh, ain't it cute?
That thing may be small, but it looks mean. Let's get out of here.
I can't help but feel someone is watching us.
Me and him right here. Shouldn't be too hard to see.
Okay, this has to be a joke.
Can we just leave? I don't like the looks of this place.
What an odd ruin. Time to choose. Oh, how I missed these moments. So exhilarating.
Okay, so let's hit that switch.
I got a bad feeling about this place. This is one of the horrid guardians of which the stories spoke?
What a joke. Let's be rid of this thing and continue on our way.
Wait just a moment. What's that sound?
Okay, so it seems to clean up a little bit the sound as it goes along, but man, that was pretty rough there. So basically, they're just going to stand there for a while. Once everybody comes out, you can go here, or you can go here.
Dearly, I assure you.
There's nothing to be done here. We must press on.
Quest updated. I have unleashed the Gnarl Swarm and adventurers. Unable to survive their onslaught, the rogue was slain. I should make my way to the next observation room. So yeah, we're pretty much just kind of torturing these guys until they all die. Here we go. And let's go hit that teleport button. So let's come right through here. Let's see if we can see them come in. Let's see if this one's a little bit smoother than my last room. So, too early. There we go.
Be careful. This looks too good to be true.
If only Lewin were here, he could get us through this in no time.
We'll have to fend for ourselves. Do you think you can pry the door open?
Forget it. This is obviously a trick. Let's get out of here.
To be so close and yet so far. If only we had the key. Wait. You hear something? Look, keys. One of them must open the gate. We're rich.
Let's get out of here, Xedilian. This is obviously a trick to waste our time.
I'll know it when I see it. Yes, it must be here.
They're all fake. Just come with me now.
Find it. Yes, I must find the key. Rich beyond all my dreams.
Bah! Suit yourself.
So, we caused the mage to go insane by pouring hundreds of keys on the ground, convinced him one of them was real, and the other guy was like, no, they're all fake. So you can see he's going to run off to the next room, and we have lost our mage now. So, let's get through to the next one, and obviously you kind of see a pattern here. we're basically just, yeah, torturing them into the point where they can't really keep going. And then you can see, just kind of like the Dark Brotherhood, a bunch of hanging corpses.
Through worse before. What more could this place possibly throw at you?
Let's see if this is now ready to go. So we got the Ghost of Illusion.
What? How in Oblivion can I be dead? This is impossible. Nothing killed me. I didn't even get a chance to fight. No chance to defend myself? No chance for battle? Why? Impossible. This is impossible. Grimacus never lost a fight. Never!
There we go. We made him think he actually died becoming a ghost. By becoming a ghost, driven him insane. So, that is the last one. Let's go back to our good old friend here.
Work of the intruders. Now, if you'll step on the... I'm afraid. Not to worry. We'll have your spoils to a note.
So yeah, just kind of an interesting take on what's going on.
The tradition, you are to be awarded a focus crystal as a... I'll have it sent to the palace and... Oh yes, of course. Never seen beyond.
So let's get through this. This is definitely kind of a longer quest here. Do I have too much stuff? Let me go check out my inventory. I do. So what can I drop here really quick? That will get us out of this. There we go. So you go over here to the recovery chest, and there's a bunch of stuff. Let's get this main thing here. Let's get some of these. Yeah, we don't really need that. So let's come off here to the side. All the way down. Let's open this metal gate. And we got the Knight of Order. Also, pretty awesome armor set. So let's take them out. Ooh. I do want those swords. So let me check one sec. I want to get rid of some of my items. So even better, I actually just put on the Grey Cowl. Up my feather by a couple hundred. So we're going back to talk to our friend about the Knight of Order.
You've not heard those...
So let's get through that. Alright, there we go. So we got the quest completed here. We got the quest added of the Knight of Understanding. So let's get out of here really quick. And you can see some of these quests are just directly adding onto each other. So let's go check back up. And let me actually go run out of the Shivering Isles really quick. So I'm going to go back to the door at Cyrodiil. And for now, guys, that will be the end of this video. And I hope you guys found that one helpful. And I'll catch you on the next one.